Oh man, a few times I get to talk about sports on here, oh, you know I'm going to take advantage of it. It's good. It's good because sometimes you don't want to talk about like real life or political shit, or sometimes I want to talk about sports and shit. I should have been talking about Steph Curry, but I've been stalling on the Q and Ray talk about sports things, but I'm my own person. I can talk about sports. So, and this is a perfect time to talk about it. As of right now, Kevin Durant has requested a trade. And you know what? I don't blame him. But at the same time, I don't think he needs to leave. I think he needs to blow everything up. And then this is my opinion on it. And then I'm probably going to talk to my man Q about it, but maybe I don't think he needs to go. He needs to stay somewhere where he needs to be marketable. Brooklyn is a marketable place. I would, if I was him, I wouldn't fucking go leave. I would say trade Kyrie or trade me. Kyrie, in my opinion, if it's between him and Kyrie, I think the organization would pick KD because KD has shown he's been dependable. KD has shows like, yo, I can bring a team to the promised land if you put the right team on it. Let me tell you this Brooklyn shit is a whole failure. And it's a failure because of Kyrie Irving. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm some scrub that don't know what the fuck he talking about. But at the same time, we're looking at this and you're like, oh, you probably never played basketball on a professional level. You know how everybody's talking about that shit. Niggas get on fucking shit. And let me tell you this. Some of these players, and it's not that I think they're soft and all that other stuff, it's that, I guess, they get talked about all the time and critique gets to them a lot. But even then, like, the people before went through, I'm pretty sure I went through, like, you don't think Shaq, like, didn't go through this shit? And Shaq is a 4-time champion, 3 times final MVP motherfucker. You don't think Jordan went through, like, if you looked at the Jordan at the Last Dance, yeah, some of that shit actually got to him. But you knew that about Jordan anyway. It's like, you talk shit to Jordan, that nigga will see, he's like, oh, next time I'm coming to get court, I'm going to bust his ass and give him 60. That was Jordan. That was Jordan's whole mantra, bust his ass and give him 60. But here's the thing about KD. And like you can tell that shit gets to him a lot. Where he don't like the media, even though people done told him he the best. Unless you're, I would say this. I don't want to be one of the people that it's like I tell people all the time. I basketball hate LeBron, but but it's like in all, is he one of the greatest people that ever played the best held the ball? Yes, I'm not that fucking delirious. It's like most of this shit is just like shit talking and like it's like nothing that to really take serious. Then again, I understand basketball is their life. So, but before we get to, I'm about to start rambling. Let me wrap this up. You know, KD, I think he should stay in Brooklyn. I personally like it's New York. It's a marketable place, but maybe he doesn't like that New York because New York is a marketable place. He probably is like attention to him is like all the fucking rage. It's like that's all they talking about. I think, my thing is I don't know if they're going to give up Kyrie because he done opted out and all that shit. And to me, and I done said this, and I don't give a fuck if I can play a lick of basketball or not because I've been right. Kyrie Irving's not that dependable. If you want to call him box office, yes, but he is not that dependable. And the fucking is with the one exception of him in the finals, where even I admit he should have been Finals MVP over LeBron because he kind of like had to bring that team up, but that was like the one and only interest. Look at his career. When he was in Cleveland, they didn't even fucking get to the playoffs until LeBron got there. Let's start with that. Oh yeah, he was a very great player. Never got his team to the fucking playoffs. At least Kemba, and I say this all the time, at least Kemba Walker got the Hornets to the fucking playoffs. Whether the fact that, y'all is a good thing or not, Kemba Walker at least got to the playoffs by himself. You look at the Celtics. The Celtics was already a functioning team before Kyrie got there. Kyrie gets there, they get to the playoffs. Kyrie gets hurt. They get to the finals, conference finals. They get to the conference finals without Kyrie Irving. So in the back of your head, you're thinking, okay, if they get to the conference finals without Kyrie, that means they can at least get to the finals without Kyrie. With Kyrie, they get bounced out in the first round. What does that tell you? Then he goes to, I don't want to be here in Boston. I'm going to go to Brooklyn. First year, they don't play. And not that they don't really play. I don't remember Kyrie playing that much in that first year. Not only that, they made the playoffs without him. That's also saying something. They made that playoffs without Kyrie. Second year, they get bounced out in the second round. They get bounced out. And if it wasn't for fucking Kevin Durant's foot on the line, not his fault. He just got big ass fucking hockey pucks, hockey sticks, his feet. Motherfucking big flat-footed platypus motherfucker. He got big ass motherfucking feet. I mean, he's 7 foot tall, so what else do you expect? Foot on the line. He's literally a foot on the line from, and that was Kyrie, and that was KD. Not even Kyrie. Kyrie don't want to play in the bubble. Kyrie don't barely want to play in the hood. And then, like, in this game, he plays like 20-something games, and then there's a home fucking game. He was barely there. And then James Harden. Y'all bring James Harden in there. James Harden, I don't want to be here, so I'm going to get fat. Even though he got fat just to go there. And to me, it's just like I said, that is the problem in the first place. Nigga had to be fat to go there. And then once you see Fat Harden again, it's just, oh, this nigga want to move again. And then you get Ben Simmons, a nigga that don't play. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says, because a lot of people give Stephen A. Smith shit about him. But I don't care what anybody say. From a business standpoint, I'm not giving Ben Simmons no money because he don't fucking play. I already did a video about Ben Simmons. So we gonna scratch that. But I'm not giving that man money. That nigga don't play. You don't play. I'm supposed to be, and you expect me to pay the man that don't play? Nigga said I don't want to play in another. Okay, I'm not gonna pay you. They don't have to pay him. This is not a race thing. I wish that didn't happen to. I mean, he's fucking like skin tone aside, race aside. If that was anybody, I feel like if that was anybody that was not a person of color, a lot of people would have like, nigga, you don't play, then you don't get paid. If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. No, it's like I'm not paying you. That's why they have guaranteed contracts. And a lot of people's like, oh, you know, a lot for one person and all that other stuff. But it's not just one person. This is one like box office. These are stars in the league, not your regular Joe that comes in. It's like, but even then, I want the people to like JJ Redick and CJ McCollum to realize it's like these are the people they know. Kyrie, KD, they know them. They like it's nationally known. So yes, in fucking those type of situations, the sum is kind of like being judged by the all. Because if Kyrie, they're looking at this, they're trying, the way the business is, they're looking at this right now. If Kyrie could do this, that means other stars is going to be doing this. And if other stars is going to be doing this, then you're going to have me paying like millions of dollars for people who's playing not even half the fucking season. I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you full year money for fucking half the work. Why would the fuck I do that? Why the fuck would anybody do that? That's not a race aside. That's business. So everything, like the whole thing about KD going to Brooklyn and they're supposed to be 3 times champ. I don't give a fuck who says this. Yes, the Celtics was great this year. Yes, the Bucks before was great this year. But you had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden as your big fucking 3. And you do not win one fucking title. That is a failure. That is failure. After you coming off being back-to-back champions with Steph Curry, Finals MVP, and in the third, and almost three-peated. Like, you could have been a part of a three-peat, which not that many people are a part of. What, Jordan, Kobe, Bill Russell? Not that many not that many three-peats in this fucking league. And your team it's like literally a fucking bunch of injuries away from fucking. And even then, like, I watch you blow out your fucking ACL on TV when I seen that shit. And when you land, it go boom. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that shit gone, bruh. Look like that muscle done fell off the fucking bone and shit. You go from a winning team and winning organization. If I was you, I'd have gone. I said, shit, I'm going back to Golden State. Pay me the minimum. Nigga, pay me the minimum. I go ball for it. And they won without you. That's not even the coup de grace. Or the cherry on top. Steph just won without you. And got finals MVP. They won without you. And I don't give a fuck what anybody tell you. You hear Skip Bayless talking about, they begged Kevin Durant to come on. I was like, them motherfuckers was 3 up. Them motherfuckers came behind 3-1 and literally a game away from winning a fucking title. It was literally a game away from winning the title. They could, in my opinion, they could have gone back too. But Kevin Durant was. You're not going to say no to Kevin Durant. And yes, I was saying this the whole time. When Kevin Durant was on the Warriors, it's so Steph didn't have to work that hard. Because Steph was working his ass off. The only player to have unanimous MVP. They won 73 games without Kevin Durant. If he was and I'm not saying that Kevin Durant's not a benefactor, because he is a big benefactor. He's looked at as the greatest player, the next greatest player. It's like some people got KD is better than LeBron right now when it comes to scoring and all that other shit. It's just like KD's the great, and people look at him as the greatest scorer of all time. Like, they're looking at him as the greatest scorer of all time, over like Jordan and over niggas like Carmelo Anthony, who, in which, my opinion, Carmelo is one of the greatest scorers of all time. But that nigga don't get his due. That's why I want. And side note, I want Carmelo to hit 30K before he retires. I want Carmelo Anthony to hit 30,000 points before he retires, just so a lot of people could put him as one of the greatest scorers of all time. Because I know Kevin Durant, a lot of people look at Kevin Durant, but I'm just like, y'all forget that Carmelo used to score all the fucking time, anywhere. One of the most unguardable motherfuckers to even tell. Like, even fucking Kobe would tell you that man is hard to guard. Kevin Durant can score from anywhere. Not Kevin Durant. Carmelo can score from anywhere. But back to Kevin Durant. I think he's looking at this as a failure. So instead of just like him staying, he's like, you know what? Blow this whole team up. I'm gone. I don't want to be here. But it's not that he's just running away from Brooklyn. He's running away from everything that comes, because Brooklyn is a big market team. New York is in a big market. So I think he's also running away from that responsibility as well. You could say that. Because I don't know where they're going to send him. I don't know where they're going to send him. Because you got to send him to the winning team. It was like, he wants to go to Phoenix. But it's just like, Phoenix is not going to give up their whole fucking team for Carmelo. I'm about to say Carmelo. For Kevin Durant. I don't see them doing that. I don't see them giving up their whole squad. He may go to Miami, but that's also the same thing. It's like, you literally have to gut your team just to get Kevin Durant. And I don't think a lot of teams are going to do that. Yes, he is a marquee player. He is a superstar. He is a box office go-getter. Yes, all that. But I don't see them breaking up their whole fucking team just to get Carmelo Carmelo, goddamn it, fucking Kevin Durant. It's like so. In my opinion, you should stay in Brooklyn. Either thug it out one more year with Kyrie. Just thug it out. Hopefully, Ben Simmons get out that fucking mental funk and play fucking basketball. I don't like thug it out one more year. In my opinion, that's what you should do, and then just go whatever the fuck you want to go. God, I hope he doesn't want to go to Chicago. And I know what you're thinking. You would love to have Kevin Durant. I would, but what the fuck are we going to give up for him? We got, in my opinion, we already got a fucking good five. We have a good five that, and I feel like in this second year, if everything goes right, we could make some noise. As a Bulls fan, I feel like the Bulls can make some noise this year. We just gotta clamp down and hopefully everybody be healthy. So, in conclusion, Kevin Durant, if I was you, I'd stay in Brooklyn. I understand all the, see if you could thug it out for one more year with that bullshit. But if I was you, I'd stay in Brooklyn. I feel like that's your best option. I know you want a trade, but I feel like that's your best option. Stay in Brooklyn. Thug it out for 1 year or whenever your contract is up, and then just go wherever the fuck you want to, free agent. Because this, to me, this looks really bad on you. In my opinion. And I'm going to just say this one final thing, and I'm going to just go ahead and cut this. This looks bad on you because it makes you look like a runner. Makes you look like a runaway. Like, I don't want to say a coward, but when the chips are down, you're just going to run. That's what I'm looking like. Especially, and I know a lot of people don't care about the old school players because, but, the Jordan, Michael Jordan wouldn't do that. It's like Charles Barkley, yeah. Charles Barkley did that, but, but he also, I think he will try to justify that Philly wasn't a good team when he was there. And, he wanted to make it work in Phoenix or some shit. And then when he passed his prime, he was ring chasing. But I know Jordan wouldn't fucking do that. Patrick Ewing wouldn't fucking do that. Larry Bird wouldn't do that. Magic wouldn't do that. I think most of these people was just like, I'm the franchise player. Built the team around me. Get rid of everybody. He's going to need help. Don't get me wrong. He's going to need help. I don't think Kyrie was the answer. I never thought Kyrie was the answer. But at the same time, I am one of those people who's like, oh, you should have at least got one ring out of this. You should have at least get one ring out of this. And if you don't, it's considered as a failure. And a lot of people is going to put Steph over you. No matter. Even if you are a better player than Steph Curry. A lot of people, since the fact that Steph Curry stayed, and he still had that same team, and his team is literally a fucking dynasty now. He's literally got a dynasty now, and he has one above you. Everybody, I see a lot of people putting Steph Curry, resume-wise, above you. So I'm telling you, stay with this team, trying to make it work out. That's all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys think. Till then, my name's Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.